Hello everybody, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In this video, I am going to track our expenses on our credit card from Sunday, February 27th through March, February 5th. I said March, February 5th. From February 27th through Saturday, March 5th. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this calendar out and our expense tracker so we can go ahead and see all of what's going on. Okay, so starting with the calendar, the first week of March for me started on February 27th and ended on Saturday, March 5th. So I track my no spends and I want to see if there are any dots like this one that indicates to me that I did spend some money on the credit card, but it was miscellaneous spending. It wasn't something that was budgeted for ahead of time. So in the first week, if you saw my closeout video, I did say that Friday was a no spend, but actually Saturday was a no spend because I did end up spending miscellaneous money on Friday. But we still had 5 no spend days in that first week, and I made 2 credit card purchases on the 1st of March and on the 4th of March. So that's just what I wanted to indicate there. And then as far as our tracker is concerned, we have quite a bit to update. Now, I did not do an update for the last week of February. However, where do we spend? We paid $4.90 and 16 cents on February 27th to close out that week's transactions. And then I started making purchases all throughout. So I'll just go through them quickly. So I purchased a sticker book. Actually, it's an Erin Condren sticker book. I'm dropping it. So this is what it looks like. It says peace, love, and stickers. I would really love for it to have like something to hold it close, but I just put my stickers in here, and this was a last minute type of thing. I just wanted that. So that was $13.05. And then Amazon, I purchased a mini washing machine. I'll try to insert a picture, but this is for the household, so it's coming from our household category, and I haven't gotten it yet as of Sunday, March 6th. I'm still waiting for it. I'm expecting it by the 18th, so we'll see if it works or not. Trying to see if we can save a little money on laundry, because laundry is expensive and I'm trying to cut costs wherever I can. If I can wash like the smaller things, like the little boys' underwear or their t-shirt, stuff like that at home, maybe it would cut down on how much we have to wash outside, and we're trying to cut costs anywhere we can. Pull-ups, I had to buy those pull-ups and wipes. That's coming from the household because I forgot to bring the cash with me. I would have used the boys' cash that they had, the little ones, but I had to use a credit card, so that's going to come from household.
Hey, it's me, voiceover Tasha here. So the children were beginning to get very loud, so I'm going to do this voiceover. I donated $25 to NABA Inc. That's coming from our Tithe and Give account. And then I had a couple of Lyft rides. One of them on March 1st, that was $51.69. Then our Geico car insurance came out. It hit the credit card on the 1st for $65.25, and that's coming from next month's bills. Then also I had to pick up some documents from my children's pediatrician. Now initially I was going to take it from miscellaneous, but it is related to wellness, like our well-being, so I'm going to take that $10 from there. And then I went to Target on the 1st, and I bought some things for my self-care. I bought some beauty items, so that's related to wellness, right? So that's going to come from our wellness fund, and the amount for that was $37.41. All right. It could have come from personal, but it's still related to wellness. Everything for your mental, emotional, physical well-being, right? And then on the 1st, again, I had another Lyft charge, and that was for travel. That was $42.36, and that is also coming from the vehicle fund. And we ate out, or we ordered in from Goodies on the 1st, and that's a miscellaneous charge. We didn't plan for that ahead of time, and that was $22.86. So that's coming from miscellaneous. So anything that's highlighted in green is considered miscellaneous because it wasn't budgeted for ahead of time. It's not coming from like a specific fund. And I'm doing a giveaway very soon. So when you see this video, it'll come out on the 9th, I believe, and the giveaway will be on the 10th. So I patronized 3 different shops and in honor of Women's History Month. So the first one is an Etsy shop for the giveaway. That was $31.44. That's coming from our gifts fund. And then a second Etsy shop, I purchased some items for $15.43. And that also is coming from the gifts fund. And then I purchased from Elevated Life Co. as well, and that is coming from the gifts fund, and that cost was $62.85. Now, I want to make sure that everyone who is subscribed here has your notifications on, because I don't want you to miss when the giveaway goes live on Thursday, March 10th. All right, so as I said, my kids were very loud. It was not going to be good if I tried to edit this video, and I did not have the time to re-record. So forgive me for the voiceover. So on the 2nd of March, I had 2 more Lyft rides. One was for $40.85, the other was for $40.75. And what I think Lyft does is if you have more than one ride, or if you have multiple rides in one day, they combine it. So I was checking to see on the transaction log on the credit card if they actually combined it, because I wanted to make sure that the amounts matched up. So the rest of the charges were bills. Okay, so Metro PCS is our cell phone. I tried to pay all of our bills on the same day early in the month, and that Metro PCS was $94. So that's coming from next month's bills. Same thing with our internet. Spectrum is our provider, and that was $54.99. Our electricity bill provided by PSEG, I paid that also. I don't know why I wrote the 9th, but it was on the 3rd, and that was for $45.78. Now I had an additional charge that I was talking about here, and that was something that was random because my children, of course, I couldn't find my correction tape. Like they were playing hockey or something with it. I don't know, child. But I had to reorder Tombow correction tape, and that cost me $22.60. All right. And anything that's related to the channel itself, I'm going to pay from that account. So there's a separate account for Mind Your Money, the YouTube channel. So I'm going to pay the $22.60 back to our account. So anything related to the channel, again, is going to be blue, which represents budgeted for me. So I'll just make that transfer offline. And even after I highlight this part, I talk about how important it is to have a separate account, whether you're doing something as a side hustle, if it's not taxed, if it's 1099 income, whatever it is, make sure you have a separate account for those. And that's why I'm making this payment separately. So this highlighter is supposed to be green, but for some reason it doesn't look green. It looks kind of teal. I'm not sure. Yeah, but anyway, I purchased some red wine, and that was our miscellaneous expense on Friday, March 4th, and that was $17.68. All right, and then I purchased some food at the grocery store for ourselves, and that was $62.44. But that charge is still pending for March 6th. So what I'm going to do now is try to allocate where the monies are coming from. So I'm separating our charges by category, and you won't be able to see everything within the frame. Again, I was a little bit distracted by my children, but I'm calculating first our household purchases. So the $22.02 plus the $19.72, and those were the only two household charges, which came up to $41.74. So basically what I do is make the entire payment once I calculate that everything is correct, and then I'll transfer the money back to the account where we're making the payment from, so that way I don't have to make multiple payments anymore, just to make it easier. So the next set of charges are our miscellaneous charges, and that totaled $53.59. That was the $10 for the documents I needed from the pediatrician's office, the $22.86 from goodies when we ate out, and also the $17.68 for the red wine from the liquor store. And then the next set of charges, gifts basically. So the 3 purchases I made for the giveaway totaled $109.72, and I'm going to transfer that money back from the gifts fund. And then next month's bills, all of the bills we paid so far for the month, that's Geico car insurance, that's the Spectrum internet, that's the Metro PCS cell phone, and then the electricity bill. The only bill I didn't get to pay yet for the month is our National Grid gas, because the bill is so high. We can't afford it right now, and it's not due until the 25th, so I have some grace there, and I'll make that payment at the end of the month. But for the bills we did pay so far, $260.02 is what was charged to the card, so that money is going to come from our next month's bills fund. And the food charge is pending for $62.44, so we can't include that in the payment just yet, because again, it's still pending. So what happened while I'm trying to figure out here why the amount that I got as my total is different from what's actually due. And you see my little son's hand reaching over trying to touch my calculator, and I had to give him a stern warning, so I cut that part out too. What I realized after a couple of minutes is that the $62.44 can't be included in today's payment because it's pending, and you can't pay for something that's pending, right? So I was a little bit distracted, but hey, it's mom life. And I really just like to reconcile our credit card transactions every Sunday, because I don't want the card to be, I don't want to carry debt from week to week. I like to zero it out every single week. So I did also need to include the vehicle fund charges. So we had the Lyft rides that are coming from that fund. So there was the first Lyft ride was, I don't even see it. Oh, $51.69 on the first. And then the second one was for $40.85, or no, $42.36. And the fourth one was $40.75. So that totals $175 with 65 cents is coming from that fund, which is a lot of money. And unfortunately, we only have $1.62 on the day I recorded this video. So we're basically going to have to use the cushion to cover wherever we're short. And then also wellness. So our wellness charges totaled $47 with 41 cents. So we're going to transfer that money back. And then I'm going to do just a basic transfer from my Mind Your Money account for $22.60. So I'll transfer that money back once the payment clears. And then, of course, the donation that was coming from our tithe and give account. So anything that we give, any offerings that we send, and of course our tithes will come from that separate checking account. So because we donated $25, I'm going to transfer the $25 back from that account to the savings account where we're making the payment from. So I got a total of $773 with 17 cents, but the actual amount that's due is $735.73. Again, not including the groceries of $62.44 from the 6th. So after I calculate everything that's due here, I'm going to just insert a quick clip
of the amount of money we earned, or the cash rewards we earned for all of the charges we made in the past week. So in the first week of March, we've earned 34 cents. No, go back. 98 cents from Geico, the Geico payment, 15 cents from the pediatrician payment, 56 cents at Target, 34 cents at Goody's Barbecue, 47 cents from the first Etsy shop, 23 cents from the second Etsy shop, 94 cents from the third shop I ordered from the website, 122 for the 2 Lyft rides on March 2nd, $1.41 from Metro PCS, 82 cents from Spectrum. PSEG wasn't listed yet. I'm not sure why, but I'll check that next week. And then we also earned 34 cents from the purchase I made at Amazon for the Tombow correction tape. I still didn't see how much we earned from the liquor store purchase when I bought the red wine. So I guess I'll check that again next week. But our current cash rewards balance is $69.02 as of March 6th. And I haven't pulled from it in a while, so I'm going to continue to let that grow. It's nice to see that you can earn cashback rewards just by paying bills and making purchases you would have anyway. But where I really need to rein myself in is those random miscellaneous charges. I know that we should treat ourselves. I know that we should be able to do things that add happiness to us and add value to us and, just bring joy and all of that. But I realize that I need to be a little bit more organized when it comes to those purchases because they're happening too frequently. I don't know. If you think I'm being too hard on myself, let me know. Or if you think I could do better, then let me know, because you guys are also an added value to my accountability. I really need you, my accountability partners. So once I recalculated everything, I came up with the $735.73. So that is the payment that we made on March 6th so that we could bring our balance to where it's supposed to be. So once I fill in the payment and I have made the payment, I realized that my numbers add up and I did a little happy dance. Although if I didn't do this voiceover, you would have heard in my voice how stressed out I was by all the kids screaming and my youngest one screaming, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," and "Brother, brother, brother." And my oldest was getting annoyed because, he's a teenager. So you just pray for me because teenagers are a whole different breed. And I need grace to deal with that. So I wrote in the payment, and after we make, and because my numbers matched up, I was so excited. But once the groceries post, then we'll have that. I think I am going to have a few more charges, but the charges that I'm going to make within the next week or the second week of March. Okay, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. Remember to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Stay tuned for the giveaway announcement, and I appreciate you guys. Bye for now.